We are back. We are back. We are back. Back. We're so back. Super back. Mega back. Ultra back. Yeah. Back again. We are back. Let's get those transitions. Hello, hi. I am back. Back again. I'm back. Hello, avocado. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Nothing much. On here streaming. How about you? How you been up to? What is crack-a-lackin'? Hello. Welcome, people. Oh, heck yeah. How early are you thinking? Because if I could, I would wake up a little earlier, see if I can join. Yeah, right. Too early. No one wakes up. And I was just going through the motions, painting, enjoying my time, admiring how good Magnus is looking. He is looking fabulous and very determined to get revenge on his brother and his sons. The rest. Guess it's just not going to focus on him. Come on, I believe in you. You can focus. Heck yeah, there we go. Look at that mug. Damn. Hello. Hi. Hello. Milady. All right. Hey. Getting them plumes. That fat boy Magnus. I feel like he looks more fabulous than Fulgrim. I'm sorry, but I think he does. Your Emperor's children ain't got shit. You gotta look at this fab. Slay. Damn, dude. Magnus got some glutes. He's got them don't skip work day legs. Look at that. Look at the booty. I even put highlights on the booty. Yes, he is. And these colors give him drag queen vibes. And with his hair, dang, brother. Holy. Double kicked up on Wednesday. Dope. Where's his tacones? Where's everything? He got bird feet though, so I don't know. For real, he does have 80 hairband vibes. I didn't think of that. Maybe he's one of like those workout people, you know, like how they wear the bands on their arms and their head, like you were saying just now. He got fed up of his dad and he's like, I'm gonna go do my own fitness band, dad. I'm gonna open a new gym because I'm so fucking pumped. And you don't love me, you don't give me attention. Because he is a terrible dad. His talents are built in tacones. Hell yeah. It's crazy because I'm using blue right now to paint the feathers because the fluorescent pink is so bright. It's turning purple. Pretty cool. But that isn't my intention. Funny enough. They all have daddy issues. I mean, it's still the same dad. Freaking not so great dad. Not dad of the year. And this prize goes to the worst dad of the year, the Emperor. Just kinda. He's not the worst dad of the year. Yeah, he got the dad throne of shame. We're only gonna half kill you, not even half, mostly kill you. We'll just imprison you in your own favorite chair. Let's see how you like being forgotten. You tell him. You tell him. Mm-hmm. Snap, snap, snap. Let's see. Yeah, I really gotta diffuse the light here. The fluorescence I can see on my stream view that it's insanely bright. A little hard to tell. Like, hey, what is he east side painting? Oops, I'm supposed to say that name. It did not happen. We heard nothing. What did he hear? I don't know. I didn't hear anything. We heard nothing. All lies, deception. Yo no sabo. No sepo. It's like a recurring joke at work too, where they're like, no sabo. Freaking incorrect Spanish is amazing. It's much fun. Yo no sabo. And if you didn't know better, now you know. They call you pocha? I mean, I'm pretty pocho. I'm not Mexican at all. I'm a white boy in their eyes, in the Mexican people's eyes, because I work with them at work and they're like, yeah, you said white. I'm like, dang, okay. I say how it is. How dare you? How in tarnation dare you? Yeah, same with me. I have great grammar and I understand it all other than like insanely complex words, right? Like scientific terms and whatnot. But like for the most part, like I can have full-blown fluent conversations and such. But like having to explain specific things, I have trouble. Like I get tongue twisters. I get like insane tongue twisters. Damn. Time for the last layer. And then we're going to dry brush. And voila. Yeah, for real. I know Spanish, please, I swear. But you know, I know my place. I know I'm not good at Spanish. I'm not fluent. I know I look like a dum-dum sometimes when I say certain things. But like, because I'm aware of it, I'm very willing to like learn from my mistakes and like the things I shouldn't be saying. Because you know, we always make those kind of mistakes first. And a lot of coworkers when it comes to like English are like insanely afraid to even like try to speak English because they're like, I'm gonna look silly. So I know I'm brave enough to attempt to be, you know, decent at it. I'm no coward. Heck yeah. That's what I say too. Like, apologize. I'm letting you know now. Spanish isn't my first language. I'm gonna butcher it, but bear with me. Yeah, me too. And most of them are nice enough to like tell you, but sometimes it's just like you gotta let them get the laugh out of the way. Because like they'll say something funny. Like, or you say something funny that they wouldn't expect normally. The Spanish you learn. What did you learn from school? You took Spanish in high school? Yeah. My Spanish didn't start improving until I took it in college for like native speakers. I had always like attempted to try to speak it, you know, with my parents, but yeah, that didn't go so well. Yeah, that like I said, that is like predominantly like the what method I learned. It was through hearing my parents and talking to them in Spanish. I think that's one of like the easier ways to understand and speak the language, especially like hearing people who natively speak it. Pretty great. Really happy how the wings came out. Look at that. Cosmic, beautiful wings. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Cosmic wings. Right, brushing time. Probably gonna need a smaller one. All right. Time to dry brush. Let me get a little speck of blue. Crazy, I've had some of these paints for approximately 5 years now. And they're still kicking. They're still kicking. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. So like if you take care of your paints and your brushes, they can last quite a while. They can hold up and they'll promise you an eternity of great work. Not eternity, of course, but you know, long time. Masterwork, long time, yes. Jefe, estoy cansado, jefe. Hey, hey. We did this cartoon with my sister and Abram. Called Kid Cosmic. That's some pretty good music. A little cartoon series, like it's like a little kids cartoon series on Netflix, but boy is it funny. It's great. It's a great watch. Just like YouTube the music for it, you'd see what I mean. Really good. For copyright reasons, I can't play it here, but if I could, I definitely would. Kid Cosmic. Really fun watch. But again, it has some really good like music. And I was telling Roxana, I was like, honestly, the cartoon reminds me because it takes place like out in the deserts of like what looks like Nevada, maybe. So the region is very similar to here in the place where we're at, right? Without saying it out loud and doxing ourselves, but it looks a lot like here, and it's a little relatable because of it. Like, you know, like how the characters feel about like what feels like a small town with nothing going on. But it has like really good music, and characters are so lovable. Yeah, I think he probably would. Like the characters are so well written out. When you have like an artistic eye for these kind of things, where you appreciate just the animation, it's really good. Oh, you just rewatched the Steven Universe movie? Yeah, the Steven Universe is so lovely. I didn't get to finish it, unfortunately. I stopped pretty early on, mostly because we didn't have a way to a method to watch them later on, and I frankly just fell out. But I was a little bit like in the know of like what was happening with the universe, and I heard, you know, they kind of added way too much, and it suffered from just overblow, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe that's not true if I, you know, watch it for myself. So I don't like to form these opinions necessarily entirely unless it's just like a drastic thing where it's like, oh dang, okay, that's obviously not a cool thing, right? Like that they get rid of characters, or like they go in a whole different direction that makes no sense. But these things happen. Yeah, considering his like animations and like his animations, his little art book, really well done. I imagine he gets a lot of inspiration for like 2D characters and such. He gives away too much of the series. Sounds better at keeping up with lore. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm crazy about lore when it comes to like playing games and such, like with Warhammer. If it's not for the lore, I don't know what I'm doing it for. Because painting is like kind of just the outlet. But like, if I'm just painting just to paint these models because they look cool, I don't think that's enough for me. Like, I gotta see what it's all about. And look at that. Look, it's looking nice and pretty. Those cosmic feathers of his. El Sir is here. One of my good friends. Hello. Hi. These dirty plumes. El Sir, are you at work right now? Till 10. Almost there. Who's there with you? And tomorrow you have the day off? Dang, I don't. I work from 1 till 10. There we go. The fabulous legs as well. Man, I really got to diffuse that light. It's so shining on the screen. And the plumes are ready. Hello, people. Hi. Welcome. All right. I think it is time for the hair. Still need the armor, the dreadnought that he's standing on, his nails, the weapon, his hair, the horns. Still some detailing. I was telling Abram because he was wondering how far I'm into it, and give or take, I think I'm like, at least now, because I'm working on it, I'm probably like at 60% of the way done. Pretty good. Where is my ginormous brush? Where is le brush? Oh, here it is. You're gonna need a bigger one. So there's like a tilt on my table, just naturally. Not sure what's causing that. I haven't really looked into it, so I'm assuming it's just the floorboard or the table itself is just lopsided just by the tiniest bit. Oh no, don't go in there. No. Stop it, paint. Stop it. Do not go into the palette. Overfilled it. Not too much got there. But yes. Didn't think of much of it. Why? Why is there paint on it? Okay. But all the paint tends to go that way to the left. And it pools over here, and then you can see like the bounciness of the water because of the, you know, the slightest lopsidedness of the thing just kind of just curves. I mean, steeps the side of how much water goes this way, and it tends to dry over here a little quicker because all the water goes that way. some of that fluid and down the paint. Let's get that hair. P6. I had just decided to like randomly watch like the Atlantis animated, like 2D animated movie from Disney way back then, and I was gushing over the regular foot soldiers that are on the expedition because they have their gas mask, and I'm such a sucker for gas masks. Helms in general too, for like fantasy. Like I'm such a sucker. You know, watching it forever. Yeah, it was fun. It's not the best story ever, but it's a fun watch, especially because I'm more of a person that watches them more for the animation than the spectacle of it being a thing to begin with. But it's not like, you know, it's not freaking Picasso masterwork, and that's why you enjoy it. You know, it's something nice. Because supposedly it didn't do so great in terms of business and stuff, but you know, Disney's kind of whack. They're kind of bananas. They don't know what they're saying. They don't know what's good. Can't tell me what to do. I miss those old art styles. I miss 2D being the film norm. I think 3D is wonderful, and I think it has so much potential. But the decision to make the artistic choice of doing 2D is always a breath of fresh air, if done right, of course. And I think it doesn't take that much effort to do so. But if you've seen like the movie, it's a Christmas movie, but bananas. I kind of forgot. Klaus, the Disney movie, looks like it's 2D drawn, but it's 3D, and it's so crazy. Because I would have been fooled if I didn't know better that it was 3D. It looks so good. It's one of my favorite movies now. It makes me all sentimental, but it's so good. Klaus? Yeah, it's so wonderful. I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm a man. I don't cry. Have you seen this movie called Instructions Not Included? By any chance? Man, that movie crazy. You've watched bits and pieces? Yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch it, please do. It's so good. Uh-huh. Yes, is this him? Eugenio Derbez. Yeah, you'd have to give it a rewatch. Just refresh it. It's also one of those things where it's like you pay more attention to it now that like you see it in a second kind of time. Like you're like, oh, like I get the gist of what's gonna happen. Now let's pay attention to like the things I don't remember at all. And I think that's always awesome when you watch a movie that you have that kind of experience, because you know it's like watching a new movie. You're going mimis. Falling asleep. Nah, that's tough. little bit of focus mode. I don't want to get paint everywhere. Or it's not supposed to be. I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still standing. Feel like a little kid. All right. All right, we got the main color on Magnus's hair. He's looking better every day. You should probably switch this up before more of it spills into the palettes. Don't want colorful rainbow sponge, or do we? Do we? Nah, I don't want a colorful sponge. Reloading! Get in. Moist palette. Moist. Not the wet palette, the moist palette. Keep it moist. Heck yeah. Reloading. Gotta get it. Keep them moist. Oh no, not the water. Not the water emoji. Trying to see if I missed anything on Mr. Magnus here. Wow, looks nice. He has his hair painted too. It look nice. That look good. The gold, once that is slathered on, oh boy, he's gonna pop. He going to pop. He's gonna pop real good. Oh, we should probably get the Black Templar. Where is my blood flesh bearer? Looking pretty. It is looking pretty. Well, I still gotta work on his robes, his calzones. Look at these. You gotta work on his calzones. These are his calzone flaps. And his main calzone. His chonies. Heck yeah. If they have a little bit of brown, I don't know. Kinda gross, you know. close this lid while I shake out the paints. Su tanguita. Damn, he's in the nude. Nah, that skid mark. Freaking Magnus cochino. Is that why he has that face? Is that why he's a little angry? Let's see. He's a little upsetty spaghetti that he didn't make it. He needs wipies. Oh no! He ate some funky zinch fruit and now he ain't feeling so good, Mr. Stark. If you guys had to put a fusion of a restaurant that serves just, you know, dishes, regular dishes you can order, but there's also like room for you to go play your board games and such, and then we have like board games on racks and etc, right? Like, where would it be? Would it really be on the Main Street area here in the valley? Would you do it at the mall? Like, what's the place people are willing to go to for this community to grow? Because I have been resurfaced with the question of owning a shop, and I'm still thrilled with the concept of, you know, if it were to happen kind of thing, because I really want it to happen. Go with 8 drops. So 1 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's a lot of gray, but there's a lot to cover. Yeah, because I feel like, at least when I've looked up videos on how to, you know, run one of these business ideas, right, you gotta be like well educated, and you gotta know everything there is to consider about opening a business if you want to succeed. Because I think anyone can really just throw money and try to make it work, but the smart person would would throw money responsibly and educated about throwing money, because I'm not very educated when it comes to the concept of actually making a business, but I have lots of people that surround me who have an idea, and I'm curious, right? And I know one of the biggest factors is you know, the location and where the people are at and how many people, also knowing your demographic, right? There's so much to consider, and it's stressful at first, but I hear like it always can work out as long as you know you keep it in mind. Because Main Street's kind of cool. I just personally, I don't like the area because of the kind of people that are around it already. Like, you know, there's junkies around, unfortunately, and the other, you know, kind of thugs that would do not so great things to your car. And I think about those things, and so far, like, it hasn't been a problem yet, so that's why it's not something I'm adamant about, you know, having changed. But it's gonna happen one day, and we're all gonna regret it. And I've thought about that too, like, oh, you know, the location really does matter to a lot of said other people. The mall gets a lot of traffic, and you mean like it'll be difficult because there's too many people, or do you mean like, well, I guess I'm not figuring out what you mean by like the traffic thing. That's I would have assumed, you know, a lot of traffic is a good thing, because you know then people are curious to stop by or even look at it and be like, oh look, like that's a thing there, right? No, don't sweat it. You're good. Yeah, right. Okay, so that's what I imagined, because that's what I heard. Like, if your business can pop off, you can quite literally suffer from success, because you won't have like the merchandise and stuff. And if that many people come by and they're not getting exactly what they want, you're losing potential clients. And if they're local, worse off, you know, they won't come back. And Warhammer lately, yeah, we noticed at the shop, um, our the current running management at the shop was letting us know, like, hey, there's like a lot of people asking about Warhammer, like what's crack-a-lackin', like I'll send them over to you guys so that you guys can like show them the ropes about, like, you know, the tabletop scene and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's super cool. And we all are pretty like adamant that it's the Space Marine, you know, it's the Space Marine game doing all the heavy lifting right now because of how popular it is. And I think it rightfully deserves it. And us as like already existing hobby people, it is so much fun getting to see new faces, you know, get the same experience that we've had. Like, oh, like it's really fun being the hobby. Like, it's not just the games, right? The games come from this hobby, and for a good reason, because it's so much fun. And that concerns me. The reason, like, I'm even kind of talking about in the first place is because there's this person right now who's mentioning about doing their own kind of work in the back room on the same said specific day that we plan to go play, and that's gonna essentially kick us out every often. Because from what I know of this person is they kind of have a store next door, and they're kind of like, you know, I don't know, they're like kind of helping each other out. So they might have precedence over us. And I'm afraid we're gonna get kicked out, like in the sense of kindly would you not show up kind of thing, and that's gonna suck. And that goes back to like, well, we need a specific day for Warhammer. I think we don't have that. The problem is if we do Warhammer Day, that I've also kind of forgotten to mention, is we need someone to go at that day at all times. Like there has to be a host there. There has to be someone that's teaching the game very constantly and such. Just a moment. There's lots of things to consider about running a store, and also like it sounds all great, you know, as a vision, but sometimes it just might not pop off because reality sucks sometimes. Who knows? And like selling Warhammer product or miniatures in general, I feel like just doesn't really sell. It really just does not sell. One of the biggest things about Magic is that a lot of people are already like invested in it, and they're already invested in it, and they know that there's a community that's easy to just hop in anytime. Opposed to Warhammer, the starting price and the need to know is so massive that it's not easy. It really is not easy to get into Warhammer. We can make it easier, but it's not. Like initially, it's because of the hard work of our fellow hobbyists that these kind of things can happen. We shall see. Because I was definitely thinking of like partnering up maybe with, well, not partner up, but you know, like offer some of my services as like an option there at the place. But I just feel like the amount of people, at least locally speaking, don't make the time honestly to nurture a community. Like people are interested in the community as what it is, and it's easy just to be a part of it online, but being physically active inside that said community is the hard part. Like even for myself, considering like I'm doing this whole streaming thing, I'm working a full-time job with a very difficult schedule. I find it really hard to be the person that can go right now. For example, I'd have to like strictly like ask my job, like, hey, can I have this day free? And of course, every time I'm gonna have that free day, it's gonna be for going to go, you know, host, and that's pretty tough. Then there's the question of, you know, us as a group generating money, and I feel like at least our local shops owners haven't really considered there's any potential for it to make any money, and it has to come from us as a group, because of course I could say it, but if I have no one to back me up, there's really no point. We need to essentially provide a method of actually being worth having a day and their time to have the store open to begin with. And I think one of the easiest ways to do so was to buy snacks, but even I know some of us do buy them, but still not enough. We need to forcibly basically pay for the space for when we come. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of places are now charging for playing space. And it's unfortunate, right? Because, you know, a lot of people just kind of want to show up and play with all the hard work and money that they already spend on these models. But when it comes, again, to growing a community or having a better place or being heard so that it can function, you gotta give them a reason to be there. And many times it's like, hey, well, this place isn't cheap. The place, you know, the store isn't cheap. It has to have some money making, and the people that make money, if they need the space that you're taking up, then you know that's priority because they need to pay the lights. So like it's understandable, correct? And well, we haven't generated anything in all honesty in that place, and that's what's kind of really frustrating because I wish I had $1 million and could just be like, hey dude, like I'll literally buy you any place. I just request you open like these set hours for us Warhammer people, because it'd be kind of cool to have the back room for the people who like to kind of be secluded. You know, I understand that feeling, but I also would like to have some front space so that people can know that we exist. And another thing that I've been hearing from this YouTuber I like to watch called Trapped Under Plastic. It's a podcast from my favorite YouTuber. They were just talking about like how that's a massive sacrifice, that to grow a community like this requires essentially working for free for these people, and not just working for free but giving. And those kind of people are the most treasured, and they're essentially the founders of a growing community at said store. And I'm willing to be that person to help it grow, but I also want to hopefully grow business and make a living, because right now at least the outside work that I have is pretty tiring, and like doing this commission stuff is already, you know, the extra mile after work, and I enjoy it, but like now to add, you know, more on top of it with this whole club, like a community thing, as much as I want it, I feel like, I don't know, I guess I'd have to try first, but it's going to be quite difficult, I imagine so. And who knows if it's going to go to my favor, because really the first thing I need is I need to talk to them and then see if I can get from my job that earns me money. I need to make a schedule and say like, hey, all I request is this day off, right? And that's like easy, right? Because then what's easier said than done is going to be actually going there the day of you're resting, right? Go be there and set up everything for people to just to show up and play. And I'm gonna ask them too, because I'm curious, because like, how much do they generate from these like events? Because we might have to consider like, dang, we have to come a little, at least halfway, at the halfway point of what they earn on those days. Let's just give a random number. Let's just say the people that join the events is $20 per person, and let's just say the total is 200. We got to make about 100 every time we go to play, and that's quite a lot, right? Because that involves everyone's support. Oh, thank you very much. I do hope it goes on my favor. And yes, it is lovely to see the community grow. People, you know, understand what Warhammer is, because it is such a fabulous universe. It is great storytelling. I personally think it's my favorite over like D&D, so that's why I'm interested in doing like a Warhammer RPG more than a D&D. Want to kind of throw that out there at some point. Oh, thank you very much. Still shaking my pants. Oh, we're going to be working on darkening the hair recesses of his hair. Yeah, and it's okay, because like that's what I'm saying, like it's not even easy for me. It's hard to be there constantly. It's not easy. The gas, the economy, just in general, because you know there's less jobs. They pay little for the hard work that they make you do. It's not easy, which is why me, I'm still single Pringle. I have lots of time in my hands, so that's why I decided to start doing this, see if it garners something. But I gotta go even the extra mile. Like this is just the start, right? Like there's way more work to be done. And as long as you show up, as long as like even you being here because you know of the community, you'd be surprised. It's so much help. You're already helping by being here watching me, right? Like let it grow, let it grow some eyes and attention. So let's just give a theoretical, right? Like let's just say my channel kind of pops off. It gets about 2,000 people locally speaking, because that's a lot of people. Right now I only have my friends kind of just supporting me here and there. But like let's just say it pops off, I get 2,000 people locally speaking, and then you have more people who find the shop, and then they see a QR code that leads to my YouTube channel and say like, hey, follow me, this is what we're all about, promote it, go to like places where you can put up event flyers and stuff, and they see like, wow, there's a lot of people in this group. It makes them more excited and makes them realize there's a lot more people to it, and it might excite others to like be more adamant about coming over to play. So that's why, and I have the hopes that this channel might be that crutch, to show people like, hey, like the group is still alive because I'm here. I'm still painting. I'm still talking about it. It's just getting people to actually join in here is the hard part. It's the hard part. I can dream. I would love a shop. I'd like a coffee shop, really, with like sandwiches and stuff. So I want something simple. I don't want to go like all freaking gourmet, like as if you're going to like an actual restaurant, because that's not the idea. And I think like that might attract the wrong people, because I'm looking for gamers. I'm looking for people who understand why this exists. And of course, people can be interested and come in and not know exactly what it's all about. But like when I think about like when we're there, a lot of us get hungry for food, and a lot of us realize like, dang, like there's nothing necessarily too close at a walking distance you know, for food. You don't want to like turn on the car, get into traffic because it's such a small town. I want to do like sandwiches, like subs, coffee, tea, aguas frescas, maybe. Definitely coffee. My friend that commissioned the storm surge is like insanely adamant that coffee here in the valley is probably gonna kick off for me if I did make a fusion restaurant. And like I'm not in full disagreement, but I think that's already has like a following of people who like their specific brands and stuff. But I might be just over my head about it, so I don't want to come off like I think I know what I'm talking about, right? Like I really don't. That's the honest truth. But he says it is, and I'm like, okay, well, either way, I wanted to do a coffee shop. I like coffee. I like the smell, like the color of coffee. I like the caffeine. Put that in my blood. Just kidding. Even though, no, not really. Get all them beautiful Karens. Coffee is life. Yes, it is. Ooh, just thinking about like a shop is so exciting, so thrilling. I have too much caffeine, but sometimes I take the risk and drink a bunch because it's so good. I know. My limit goes about 2 cups because then I start getting jittery and it does not feel good. When you get the coffee jitters from the caffeine, it feels like you're about to have a heart attack. It's not fun. And I still do it sometimes because it's like, damn, it's good. But you know when it's not good. And you regret it. The age-old human problem. You don't learn until, well, sometimes some people don't learn, but you know, when you've done it enough, you're like, you know, maybe I shouldn't be drinking 2 cups of coffee. And then what's scary is like caffeine, and like it's been shown that like if you drink excess amounts, your body gets accustomed to it too. So like eventually like 1 cup won't do and you have to drink 2, and then like eventually you have to drink 3. Yeah, no, not good. Because then you have too much caffeine and it's not good for you. Big regrets. Yes, very big regrets. Too much coffee. Look at the bone, look at the bone. Yeah, tolerance for sure. And then also what's worse is when you want to stop, then you get those like headache withdrawals, which I've actually had a few times when I was like insanely into coffee when I was in college. Oh gosh, like those headaches hurt. Like right now I'm really sensitive to caffeine ever since I got out of my surgery. I drink like a cup of coffee and I'm all jittery already just with one, when back in the day like two of them was what did it, right? Oh, migraines off, freaking migraines. I haven't had like a legitimate migraine in so long. I used to have them like in high school. It was like a literal scary concern my mother had, because I would get them like every week, and like really intense ones. We had to get like an experimental kind of doctor to kind of check me out. We thought my brain CPU was melting. Yeah, right. The way I absorb it has changed. It's not the way it used to be, especially considering I had left a lot of things. But I'm starting to eat normal things again, and I'm noticing I'm not losing as much weight because I'm eating back the normal things, and it makes me realize, like, holy crap, like this is really bad for you. Probably shouldn't be eating, you know, pizza like once a week, right? Really want to get my 3D printer. Want a 3D printer and get some prints going. Thinking once I finish these commissions, I'm gonna work on some of my army stuff, and I'm gonna hyperfixate on getting in on the table just with basic colors and stuff, right? But then I want to start, if I get my 3D printer, hopefully soon, I really want to start on making some sculpts of like collectible pieces that you would maybe even put on your computer and such like that. See if I can get those to be sold at the shop. People who might be like gamers, nerds, and stuff like that get into like buying it. Yes. I was kind of like whole food thing, and then you said awesome. I had assumed it was for the 3D printing. I know there's the whole latency delay, right? Like what I say is a few seconds. I think it's about like approximately like 5 to 7 seconds later than, you know, what you hear, because you know the time to travel through the internet is not as fast as we think. especially when it's like high quality. We have the animated background, we have the live camera feed, we have my little avatar talking, my voice, believe it or not, just the voice. It's all information that needs to be sent through the internet, and it's quite a big load. Also doesn't help that my computer's kind of buffering just a bit, like to get all the videos and the stuff all to essentially send the data as fast as possible. It's not doing that. And I'm planning to upgrade soon. I really need an upgrade. I'm overdue a computer. Yeah, it's just the nature of streaming, right? If I had god tier internet, like I could literally get at milliseconds, like almost real life live, you know, live streaming. But for most, like the average person, it's about 5 to 7 seconds, right? And it all depends on the internet on both sides, right? Mine including yours. Because if your internet's not doing so hot, well, it's gonna obviously buffer, so it'll have issues. It goes both ways. But with, you know, modern technology, the improvement of cell phones, the connections and stuff, we all can do it. Yay! Yeah, thank you though. I really appreciate it. So right now I slathered the hair with, you know, the shadow, and it's drying right now. And I'm gonna retouch the surface of each strand of hair that can pop even more. And then I'm gonna do some highlights for like the very surface of the hair. We can have like the illusion of like sheen and stuff. No, they don't listen to me. The cats are in the house, in the room. No. Dangerous creatures. I'm scared that they might like knock down the models and stuff. It'll land in the paint, like just tip over and land in the paint. Oh no, that's a nightmare just to think about. Scary Larry. Yes, they are kittens too. They have like, I don't think they are even 6 months old yet. Probably at 5 right now. Because when we got them, I think they were like 3. We've only had them for 2. So they're like probably 5 right now. The danger got us. Dangerous creatures. Yes, they are really cute. And right now they're clawing the crud out of everyone in the house. It's our first time having cats. It's an experience. I think they're adorable and all, but they claw the crap out of me. We tell them not to immediately. We have a little a water squirt gun to shoot them with, so they can learn not to do it. It's funny when they run off. They're dangerous right now. They get the zoomies and they're insanely destructive. And then like supposedly the cats, like over some time, they kind of just like chill out. I'm really hoping that comes any sometime sooner, because oh boy, we got one called Mochi. It's like a gray blue cat, and he's like an insane menace when it comes to food. He sees food, he will literally claw you for it. It's terrible. We have to tell him not to. Little zesty paws. Very spicy paws indeed. Freaking they hurt, and he digs them in. Then we have another one. He's a little orange, like patterned one. He's like super gentle. He's a little slow. He's really funny, but he's like super cuddly. Like he loves doing his biscuits. Thank you. I was hoping that when Roxana got these cats, they were going to be like talkative and such. Because I think I really admire like animals that are talkative. I think they're just like the cutest thing ever. Nah, these guys are like really quiet. In fact, when they meow, it's like a little like I don't know how to describe it. Like, it looks like they can't meow. Like, they sound like a broken cat. Like, they're not functioning cat. We got broken cats and we didn't return them. Magnus, so much hair. Showering must be a pain. Drying all this hair must be a pain. But I'm pretty sure this cheater just uses magic and just insta dries it. He's a cheetah. Ooh, these smaller streaks are hard. All right. There we go. We don't want to add way too much on the hair, just so it doesn't take away. We put a lot of like emphasis on the front of the hair where it has like the most sheen. It can look good, you know? That way I don't spend way too much time on just the hair. The client doesn't want to have to pay more unless they don't mind. But in this case, I try to be quick for them. In their case, make it look as good as possible without taking the most time ever. Otherwise, if it were up to me and I got paid infinite monies at the price I would rather, I would be here forever. No. Ooh, this paint has probably not been shaken in such a long time. Gotta start returning some of my paints on the rack where they should be. Makes me really want to work on Mortarion. Right, I'm gonna tint the nails, and I think that should be good for today. Oh, lots of good work done. Got the face, got the nails, the horns, the hair, the feathers. Pretty good, pretty good. I need the toes. Could do the toes, but getting tired here. Yeah, I'm gonna tint the nails and stuff with this one here. And there we go. We are done for tonight. That is where I'm going to call it and take a break for the day. And who knows what I will do, but that is it. Thank you, everybody who has come to watch and support me here in my commission paints and the other projects soon to come. Been lots of fun working on Magnus. Hopefully we'll be finishing him soon once, you know, the paints come in tomorrow. So, you know, let's hope we can finish him. Hopefully not tomorrow, but if not, probably the next session. All right then, goodbye everyone. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. And until next time, bye.